Leicester, but it's Leicester. Where did all the letters go? Hello! Yes, I've got a microphone and I'm very excited about it. So today's video is about my culture shock experience in the UK. So first of all, my name is Mathilde, nice to meet you. And I've lived in the UK for about 1.5 years now. I've come abroad from Denmark to the UK in Manchester to study neuroscience and psychology. So the first thing is that drinking tea is basically like a religion to them. Like, I heard that Brits had a lot of tea, but coming here I realized just how much we're talking about. Everyone has their own preference, everyone has their own way, like perfect way of making it. Preferably like English breakfast or Earl Grey. It can't be herbal tea. You have to have milk in it. And as a European person, that's just weird, but I mean, now I've acclimated, like now I prefer having milk in my tea. And saying that you prefer coffee over tea is like blasphemy to them. And also most British people I've met would probably like to have tea every second hour if they could. They also all have these giant like mugs that probably fit a liter in them. So the next thing is that people really are as polite as advertised. Like, everyone says please and thank you and sorry. And they care a lot about it. Everyone will ask you how you are, but you're not actually meant to answer. And I've made this mistake many times. Even after getting used to it, I still make the mistake of saying more or less truthfully how I actually am, instead of just like, yeah, right. Like, for example, this one time I went in to get a coffee, and I'm from Denmark, so the way we speak, we don't really use please that much. Oftentimes it's just like implied in the way you phrase things. So like, can I have would be like a polite way of asking someone. So I went in to get a coffee and I asked like, can I have an Americano? And then this coffee lady, she was so offended that I didn't say please. She was like, please? And then I said, please? And then she would give me the coffee, but that is so rude to me anyway. So I don't know, they really care about being polite. Also with saying sorry, everyone says sorry, even though it's not their fault. And I have definitely picked up on this. I say it now even when I go back to Denmark, and it just comes to you like a reflex almost, and it's just kind of strange when you think about it. But then it goes further than that. It's even like there's different types of sorry. So you can have like the passive aggressive sorry. You can have like an accusative one, sorry. I've also been called out on being like too upfront or rude just for saying things like they are. For example, could you move please? Instead of,
oh, I'm so sorry, could you maybe please kindly take a, tiny step to the right so that I could get past, please. But oh, if it's too much of an inconvenience for you, then it's okay, I will just, yeah, sorry, I'm sorry for even asking, okay.
Which illustrates my point of being like, things that I would normally say apparently is sort of rude. Like, I don't know, in Denmark it's a lot more just straightforward. You just ask. So the next thing is that, like, yes, they're polite and everything, but then they also casually use like swear words as if it was just everyday language. Like heavily loaded swear words as well. Like the C word, I can't say it for obvious reasons. But literally, if you use the C word between friends, it's not considered offensive. Like, I hear guys throw it around all the time. I don't think they'd use it towards women, but to each other. And also calling each other female related swear words is totally fine and just sort of banter. And then there's things like pronouncing certain words I've only ever read, like Leicester is what I would think this town is pronounced as, but it's Leicester. Where did all the letters go? Like, what happened? I don't understand. Speaking of words, it boggles my mind exactly how many different words for bread they have. Like, I never know what to call a bun, like a bun of bread. And also it's so confusing to me how they call lunch dinner and dinner for tea, but then only some of them do it. Like, some people call dinner dinner and some people call dinner tea. But then it's also like only if it's a hot meal or something. I don't really understand the rules, but I still to this day switch them around all the time and I don't know what to say anymore. So I just hope that people understand me at this point. I'm also amazed how they can make sort of any word into an adjective to describe how drunk you were. Like, I was trolleyed last night, or I was cartwheeled, would mean I was pissed last night. Literally, I've heard so many different words where I'm like, should I just assume that means drunk? Like, really drunk. And it's like, yeah, you can use literally anything. And it's very fun. I know that this was probably also a given, but I was surprised that not everyone has a Harry Potter accent that you would hear like in the movies. Like, there's so much variety in the country. If you just go to another city, even just like an hour away, the accent changes. Personally, not coming from a big city, I was also surprised that self-checkouts are the main kind of checkout. Like, I'm used to, you know, you have to go through a cashier, even in Copenhagen. And here, like, literally everywhere almost has self-checkouts. I definitely like it. I mean, it's very convenient. And to be completely honest, I didn't actually know how to use one when I first came here. So I just had to be like, I'm guessing. And I was holding up the queue and I was so stressed. But the same thing, like, if you did then go to a cashier, like, you don't have 2 lanes down the thing the groceries goes down. Like, you only have 1 lane and they just passively aggressively smile at you as your pile builds up and the next customer is waiting, and you feel like so stressed that you have to pack all your groceries. In Denmark, we have 2 lanes. Yeah, I know this is really specific, but I mean, it just kind of surprised me, to be honest. Next is that girls who go clubbing don't seem to have a common sense of the weather. Like, they always go all in. They will wear that short ass dress with, like, you know, almost no coverage, no sleeves, nothing, no jacket. They will freeze to death before their outfit is ruined. And I don't know, I'm just amazed at like how much dedication there is to the club. And personally, I always wear a jacket or like jeans or something. I could never. Obviously, this was before COVID, but it boggles my mind, man. Next thing is that no one actually eats a full English breakfast unless it's like a special treat. And some do it for a hangover cure, but no one actually does it for like normal breakfast. I also didn't realize how big of a thing Gavin and Stacey is. To be completely honest, I still don't really know what it is. I just know it's a big TV show over here and that like everyone follows it. Yeah, I still haven't watched it. I probably should. And I hate to end it on a sad note, but I was surprised of how much crime there was.
Hello, this is Mathilde in the shape of a pineapple, here to tell you that I've cut the examples I gave to keep this video nice. But I'll give you some clips to give you the general vibe. Yeah. Pineapple wave.
That made me scared to go on the bus. But then you can't walk home if it becomes dark, even at like 4 p.m. because apparently... And also, within the first 3 days of me being here, I got my phone stolen out of my pocket. Like, I heard it get worse than that. You can be walking on the street with your phone in your hand and someone on a bicycle will just come by and grab it. Like, what? But I don't know if this is probably just big city things, and I'm from the countryside, so I'm just not used to any of this. In any case, I've definitely found it very culturally enriching to be here and experience the country pre-pandemic more so. And yeah, that's everything I could think of right now. I'm sure that there are still some things that will surprise me even in the next few years that I will likely be here. But if you're surprised by any of the things that I said, or you think I left anything in particular out, put it in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.